Instagram Live. Instagram Live. Well, hello, Prince. Brian, hello, everybody. Hello. So I'm going to share a story with you guys that happened today. Pretty wild. First of all, I just want to say I've been stuck. For the first time in my life, I can honestly say I've been completely stuck. I haven't posted anything on my Instagram in like 2 weeks because I'm having a hard time with everything going on, thinking about all the people that are, out of jobs, thinking about all the people that are going to be, looking for food, people that are sick, people that are working hard in the hospitals. It's been hard for me to just post anything. And I just shut down. It was crazy. And I started thinking to myself that if I took, over the last 30 years as an entrepreneur, I've spent so much energy. Being an entrepreneur, man, it takes so much energy. The meetings, the flights, the rejections, the good ideas, the bad ideas, the things that work, the things that don't work, having to make payroll, getting deals, losing deals. It's exhausting. And being an entrepreneur is lonely. It's lonely, especially if you have no partners. Being an entrepreneur is lonely. But since this course of events, I really, in the last 2 weeks, and I said to Sarah, I said, man, if I could take all the energy that I've used in the last 30 years in business and channel it into ideas around what's going on today, to help people, and get creative with creative ideas, that would be an amazing thing. That would, I could create some kind of positive change. So I started brainstorming ideas, and I was saying to Sarah, let's take friends of ours that have restaurants that have basically gone out of business, shut down because of all the rules. And since they have refrigerators and ovens and freezers, let's turn them into soup kitchens. Let's just flip them upside down from restaurants to soup kitchens and all these different ideas, But hey, Megan, it's completely like this whole thing, man. It's just been really overwhelming. And I just care so deeply about what's going on that it has frozen me from being able to do anything other than to focus on that. I actually stopped selling my course. I was like, I have a hard time even conducting business right now and asking people for money or something like that when this is going on. So that's why I've been pretty quiet. People have asked me if I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm just in deep thought mode, thinking to Sarah about how can we allocate stuff in the best way. But I will say this. I will share this story with you guys real quick. Dan, good to see you, man. So I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but that's how I feel. And it's emotional, man. I'm a crier. It's like I've been glued to the news. I've been talking to friends, emailing. Sanjay Gupta's here in Atlanta, and it's just been really challenging, and it's really affected me. So I'm gonna start posting again tomorrow, but nothing, only stuff about this and stuff that could have only if it's checks the box of positive or inspiring or some advice that I think could potentially help people. So that's the angle I'm coming at. I'm loving all the creativity on Instagram and different people posting and this and that. I've been on all these Zoom calls. Whoever created Zoom is a genius. If you gave me $1 bazillion and 50,000 years on Earth, I could never create Zoom. How did a human figure that out? But every time I'm on a Zoom call, I always make sure that just for fun, there's 15 people on the call and you can scroll through and see everybody's face. I'll always in the middle of when I'm talking, pretend that Zoom froze, and I'll just pause on a funny face, and people freak out. So next time you're on a Zoom call, it's just a stupid game, but now all my friends are doing it. So in the middle of the thing, we'll be caught in a crazy, and pretend that Zoom froze. Or we'll do the mute. We'll pretend that Zoom is mute. And then they'll be like, your thing is on mute. And I'll be like, no, it wasn't. So just stupid shit. But here's what happened to me today. So I'm fortunate enough to have had spring break in Montana with my family. And when this outbreak happened and they canceled schools, we decided to stay out here. So we're taking it super seriously, mega seriously. And I have a lot of thoughts on how long I think it's going to last and what's really going on. And I think it's very serious, more than even, I think, to control fear. They're probably downplaying the severity of it, but you don't shut down the world unless it's mega serious. So anyway, so today I went, and this is something called skinning. So skinning, for anyone that doesn't know, is you put your skis on, and they have something called skins that are like almost like rubber, or like they put them on the bottom of your skis so you can walk up the mountain without slipping backwards. And then when you get to the top of the mountain, you can adjust your bindings, take the skins off, and then you can ski down the mountain. It's incredible exercise. So at 4 o'clock today, I'm like, I'm going to go skinning. So I had to get out of the house. So I get out, I got my skis, I go by myself. I'm scared shitless of bears. I'm in bear country, big bear country, like bear country. And they're coming out now because it's warm. So I don't have bear spray. I'm too lazy to go home to get the bear spray. And I start going up. And I'm going up, I'm by myself. I go up and I'm sweating because you're working really hard. You're skinning up the mountain. I get all the way up to the top of the mountain. It's starting to get dark. Great. Now I'm like making noise and singing, so I'm not going to spook a bear. I get all the way out, all the way up to the top of the mountain. I take off my skins on my first ski to go and flip it to ski mode to ski down the mountain. And at the top of the mountain, as I go to adjust my ski, I take off my skins, I put my ski down, and it scoots all the way down the mountain. So now I'm on the top of the mountain, it's starting to get dark, and I have one ski. I have to walk basically like 3 miles through bear country, alone, in the mountains, down. So I'm like, Sarah can't pick me up, no one can pick me up, the mountain's closed, there's no one here. I'm in the middle of nowhere. So here I am. I just got home, basically, 11:30, East Coast time. And Chad, the adventures, man, the adventures. So anyway, here I am. It was one of those crazy things, and I was legitimately scared. But I made it, and here I am. So anyway, I just wanted to check in. Here's something I'm doing, Tracy Phillips. Here's something I'm doing. I'm going to interview my parents. During this lockdown. I am going to plan all of 2021 during this lockdown. I'm going to think about all the things that I wish I did, and I'm going to commit to them in 2021. I'm going to organize all of my photos out of my, phone, and I have all these photos stacked that are just unorganized. And I made a list of all these things. I didn't even want to post the list that I made because I'm just, like I said at the beginning of this call, I'm completely frozen by what's going on and shook to the core, to be honest with you. And, there's a lot of sensitivity around what you post or what you say and what you do. And you can't be, I feel like it's just irresponsible to be disrespectful to the people that are going through it worse than you. So it caused me to freeze. I'm coming back tomorrow, and I will start to re-engage. All right, let's see. Anybody want to come in here and ask me a question? I don't even know how to do that. But let's see. I see all these people split screening. I'm like, that's the coolest thing. Sarah and I are both really technologically challenged. So, anyway, that's the story. I've been posting some workouts that I'm doing at home. I will post a couple of things that I'm doing to keep busy. One of them is going to be to interview my parents. So anyone that's lucky enough to have parents alive, this is a good time to get on a phone call with them, hit record, and document it, That's something I did a long time ago with my mom. I can't find the fucking footage. So I'm going to redo it. I'm going to give her an interview. All right. Well, Dave, There's so much innovation. I can't wait to see what happens in the next 2 weeks with all the innovation that's going to happen on, social media. And I can't wait to see how people, just how business models shift and how the world shifts post this virus and outbreak. So hope you guys are taking it seriously. We're taking it really seriously and really focusing our energies on, what can we do? So here's a couple of things we've done. I'll share it with you guys. I haven't really talked about it much, but to support. The challenge with this thing is, if there's a hurricane, they knock down a tornado, you can go and pick up debris and help your neighbor and da-da-da-da. No one even knows what to do. I mean, there's organizations, obviously, but outside of that, like, everybody wants to do more, and it's really hard to figure it out. So one of the things that we've done, and anyone here can do it, anybody here that can afford, $20, $30, $40 can do this, and it makes you feel amazing. We've been ordering food from local restaurants and sending it to the staff at the emergency room at the local hospital or the fire department or the police department or, whoever, whatever, or food banks. And you're really accomplishing two things. One is you're supporting local businesses, and two is you're providing food to either people that need or people that are on the front lines. So I mentioned earlier, we're trying to go to some of the restaurants here. We're testing it now, where we're turning restaurants that have shut down, basically, but have refrigerators, ovens, freezers into makeshift soup kitchens. So we flipped the model from restaurant to soup kitchen, and we're funding it. They're providing all these wraps, groceries, food, etc., and then boom, distributing it, and it's just like turn round the clock shifts, just churning out food, and again, keeping the restaurants afloat and helping others that can't afford their meal. So it's a great time to channel some of your entrepreneurial energy into cause-related stuff. It's now, man. This is the time where humans become great humans. This is the time where any human can become a great human. You can send something to the elderly and be a great human. You can support local and be a great human. You can check in with your 10 friends a day and be a great human. People that need support. You can call your parents and let them know. Tell them something you never told them. Tell a friend something you never told them about how you feel about them. This is a time where humans become great humans. You have a decision. To watch fucking Netflix all day and play video games or do something that makes you a great human. So at the end of this crisis, you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, what did I do? Now, I know a lot of people are seriously struggling, like meal to meal. And I totally get it. But if you have a phone, you can call a friend. You can call your parents. If you have, if you have the ability to think, you can take a step back, think of ideas, reimagine, get creative, figure out ways that you can help people, check in with people, whatever. But this is a time where humans step up and show their true colors and be great humans. So that's what's on my mind, and that's why Instagram took a back seat of that for the last 2 weeks. Because I don't have time to do some rah-rah shit when the world is where it is right now. So thank you guys. Just want to check in. And I'll be posting tomorrow back at it. I'm posting some workouts every day for the next 2 weeks. I guess I'm 4 days in. I just posted one for tomorrow on IG Stories. Just at-home stuff that you can do in 10 or 15 minutes that I'm doing. I have no access to gym equipment here. I'm just bunkered down in the mountains, and so I'm doing at-home stuff, just body weight stuff, jumping jacks, sit-ups, push-ups, and I'm making kind of fun routines that are 20 minutes or less. So hope you guys can follow along. All right, stay safe, everybody. Stay home, stay safe, and let's get out of this thing. Thanks.